Don't you just love a light bulb moment? Hey, I'm philosophically Sadie, and I just had a random thought I wanted to share with y'all. So, to introduce myself, I am a mentally adventurous mom of two with the need to speak and no one to speak to. So, you are now my Wilson. Come along with me on a wondrous yet boring adventure. I'm so sorry, my Wilsons. I've wanted to create a campfire chat so bad, but the last few days have been a bit busy for me. And of course, when I finally have a chance, it's all going to give me hell. This was recorded in lots of pieces and was over an hour long before I shortened it. But nonetheless, I've managed to get it done. Get her done! Anyway, from working my day job to trying to rein in my children's out of control sleep schedule to working on a new homeschooling curriculum to also trying to be as present as possible for the people who need me, to also working out many of the kinks to another new journey I'm very passionate about, which, once those plans are fully in motion and falling into place, and once I know I can deliver on my word, I'll take y'all along for that journey too. I've got a lot going on and such big dreams to work towards that sometimes I have to remind myself why I want all this so badly. I hate being weak, and I hate having to admit it even more. But I have my moments where I'm not all positive rays of light and love. Moments where I doubt myself. And right now, I want to say it's just Aunt Flo's visit and all her hormones making me second guess every decision I've ever made or plan to make in the future. And honestly, she does make my mind wild sometimes. So it's completely possible that once she makes her exit, I will be cured of my weakness and can resume my fight for justice with gusto. But then my logical brain kicks in and reminds me that no, it's not just the hormones. And Jesus Christ, if that isn't the years of gaslighting showing itself. Much like many other women have experienced, my ex used my hormonal changes as a way to gaslight and manipulate me, which is the perfect segue into the next part of my story. Part 2 of how I chose the hardest way possible to heal. And don't get it twisted, this part isn't going to make me look so hot either. The healing hasn't started yet at this point in the story. Okay, so where'd we stop at last time? Oh shit, we're still way at the beginning. Okay, I'm going to summarize this just a bit to get us moving along. I have a whole plan on how I want to release the end of this chapter, so I gotta stay on track. Okay, so we were at the love balmy gross part, right? Yeah, okay. So he ended up moving in to my mom's house with me. And before y'all start thinking we were a bunch of losers, which, I mean, we kind of were, we were young, dumb, and broke, with a very big emphasis on the dumb and broke parts. We had jobs, but nothing consistent or planned. Well, that was until he decided trucking school was his ticket to loads of money. A trucking school that was out of state and coincidentally fell on his 22nd birthday. And I didn't like it. The alarm bells were already going off, but I was made to feel like a distrustful, clingy girlfriend if I didn't get on board. I can still picture his smug face asking me why I was so worried and why I didn't trust him, and then his bouts of reassurance saying that I could. There was some people backing him up and some people backing me up, which made me even more confused on what a good girlfriend should feel or do in this situation. And because I had already made up my mind to trust him, I mean, we were calling each other husband and wife. I actually believed I could trust him. But regardless, I agreed to him going and that this would be a great step for our future. Unfortunately, I didn't listen to those alarms because I didn't, it became a very, very toxic pattern in our relationship. So anyway, the first few days at the school went fine. He would text when he had a break or call and brag about a score on a test. But then all of a sudden, he just wasn't responding. Looking back now, he was likely trying to ghost me, but I wasn't having none of that. So then, after I, like a psycho, blew his phone up for a few days, he started responding back with lame excuses that he was having a hard time and was just needing to focus. And again, y'all, like the idiot I was, I believed that he was struggling a lot, so I backed off. Then we reached the end of the program, and he reaches out saying that his alternator in his truck went out, and he won't be able to make it back home unless I come and bring him a replacement. Y'all, my dumbass drove several hours to rescue this man, and apparently to also come face to face with her, Samantha. Well, actually, Sam, one of his boys at the school. Or at least that's what he told me up until that point. But then she had the audacity by rubbing her hand across his chest as he walked past her, in front of me, knowing full well who I was. Had she not done that, I would have never even suspected a thing. But she did, and I was never going to just let it go. So, Wilsons, judge me, blame me, tell me how you would have done it differently. I accept it. I'm fully aware that my lack of boundaries led me here. But hold the applause because we've barely even made it through the first 6 months of this story. Come back for the next campfire chat so you can hear what happened with Sam and his trucking job.